Happy Saturday, and welcome to the Global Community Connection, the place where we come together to be together. So come on in. Wait a minute, let me get over here and see who is in the room. Hello, New York City. How you doing? How you doing? St. Pete, Florida is in the room today. Who else is in the room today? Good. I want to say greetings to all my spiritual warriors. Deep bow to you, to the Abundance Nation, to Rites of Passage graduates, to Wonder Women, to all sanctuarians. Greetings, Toronto. How you doing? Greetings, Maine. Greetings, Jersey City. All of the uh, global community connectors. Hey, Detroit, welcome in. I got something good for you today. Now, Maryville, Indiana, Wilmington, Delaware. Oh, Lord, Wilmington. Phoenix. Hey, Phoenix. Nairobi, Kenya's here. What in the world time is it in Nairobi, Kenya? Oh, my God. What time is it? Come on in. Come on in, Philly. How you doing? Kentucky's here. LA is here. Brooklyn's in the house. Yeah. Why aren't you out at the African Street Festival? Who's at the Essence Music Festival? I didn't even know what was happening this weekend. I don't know where I've been. The DMV is here. Mozambique is in the house. Sure is. Santa Monica is here. Hercules is in the house. Memphis is in the house. Come on in, get your notebook and your pencil, because I got something good for you today. Is the Boogie Down Bronx here? Southwest Virginia. You must be new. What do Southwest Virginia mean? What's your city? Southwest Virginia. Redondo Beach is in the house today. Harvey, Louisiana is here. Yeah. I just love that Brooklyn's here. I'm waiting for the Bronx. Bronx, the Boogie Down is here. Aurora, Colorado is here. And we're going to suit up. We're going to suit up this morning. I have a very interesting question for you today. So we're going to suit up in that, because this is a time to get real rot gut honest. There's a lot of stuff going on out here. We got to get honest. We got to tell the truth. Trinidad is in the house. We got to tell the truth, Trinidad. Jonesboro, Georgia is in the house. Grand rising to my SWIT community. Clinton Forge, Virginia, in Appalachia. Yes, now that's what I'm talking about. Southwestern Virginia. Don't nobody know what that means. The Bronx is here. LA is also here. Yeah. Compton's in the house. Straight up out of Compton. Straight out of Compton, straight out of Brooklyn, straight out of Toledo, Ohio. Rotterdam, Netherlands. Welcome. What time is it there? Hello, London. How you doing? London's in the house. Orlando's in the house. Philly's in the house. Chi-Town is in the house. Joyzy is in the house. I'm so glad to see you. So glad to be here. I know this is the holiday weekend. Chi-Town is here. Come on. Jackson, Mississippi is here. Queens. There are queens in the community. Queens is here. Queens, New York is here. Louisiana is here. Nobody's at the Essence Music Festival. I guess if you were there, you wouldn't be talking to me. And also the African Street Festival in New York. I was going to come up for the African Street Festival, but Lord, it's hot as fish grease. I just couldn't do it today. Lawrenceville, Georgia's here. Puerto Rico, always the hurricanes blowing, always the population growing, and the money owing. North Carolina is in the house. Cleveland is on this AM. So glad to see you. Canada's here. Pine Castle, Florida is here. What is WYA? Is that Wyoming? West Virginia? I don't know what that is. You got to spell that out for me, okay? Greenville is here. Greenville, South Carolina. And of course, Joyzy again. So we're going to suit up. We're going to suit up this morning, okay? This is what we're going to do. You know, I give you a question. Texas, I'm going to give you a question. And then you've got to put the answer in the thread. Virginia Beach is here. South Africa. How are you, South Africa? Conyers, Georgia. Yeah. Portland, Oregon. Is it raining in Portland? Every time I go to Portland, it's raining or it's gray. I just can't Charlotte, help me. Go over there. Charlotte, take Portland some sunshine. What? Okay, what is it? WYA. I saw it. Means where you at? Oh, where am I at? I'm not telling you where I'm at. I could be at my boyfriend's house. I am not telling you where I am at. Okay, Ghana. Good morning, Ghana. How you doing? Richardson, Texas. Hello. BK, New York. That's Brooklyn. How you doing? Fort Worth is in the house. So anyway, here is the question for today. All right. This is not like our normal question. Okay, Be More. This is not our normal question. So I want to ask you this, and this is what we're suiting up. So you have to tell the absolute truth. If you don't, your left nostril is going to be congested for 10 days. Okay? If you don't tell the truth. So here's where we're going to suit up. My biggest failure was. That's what you're going to put in the thread. My biggest failure. What was your biggest failure? What is the thing that you tried to do in life and just totally, completely flopped? Okay? Because we want to talk about the good things and the great things. I think sometimes that failures are our greatest lesson, but that's just me. My greatest failure was going to nursing school. That was one of my greatest failures. I was a teenage mother. I finished high school. I went to nursing school. And when I walked there and they told me that I was going to have to dissect that pig in the formaldehyde, I left the same day. One day in nursing school. That was my biggest failure after trying to get in. My second biggest failure, I think, was failing the bar exam. No, you know what? That's my second and my third. You know what my biggest failure was? Mothering. Failed miserably. Okay. Now, I have said, and I'm very clear, I was a horrible mother. I was a great father. I was a great father. I was a horrible mother. I didn't do any of the things that mothers are required to do, to nourish, to nurture, to affirm. I didn't do any of that. But I provided, I protected, I defended, I set examples. But as a woman, I failed at mothering. Okay. So mothering, nursing school, and the first time I took the bar exam, that I took it with J.F. Kennedy Jr. and Dan Rather Jr. We all failed when I took the New York bar exam. My biggest failure was not pressing on to law school in 1989. Well, I pressed on, went to law school, failed the bar. I finally passed, but ooh, baby, I tell you, my biggest failure was procrastination. Yeah. Well, I hope it was procrastination. Yeah, it's not easy. No, come on. What is your biggest failure? What is that thing that you prepared for, looked forward to, jumped into? I don't think I failed at my marriages, even though I was married three times, twice to the same person. I don't think I failed. I just think I didn't get the lesson. So my biggest failure also, my biggest failure was having a great big a dinner and baking the cake and the cake fell. That's a failure, and then you can't order a cake because now it's Thanksgiving morning and everything is closed. My biggest failure was not purchasing the brownstone. I lived in okay. That'll make you smart. All right. When you look back and say, damn, why didn't I do that? What was I thinking? What is your biggest failure? Come on. Everybody can tell me how they barreled through and got it done and whatever. What is your biggest failure? Hello. How are you pursuing my full potential as it relates to my career? That ain't giving us no information. We want the low down nitty gritty dirt. Come on. Not managing the money I made. Okay, that's number 4 for me. Not managing the money that I made. Yeah. And then you get old and they say you can't work no more. I ain't got no money. What am I supposed to do? Well, you keep working. Yep, that was a failure. The other thing is, and this is such a function of lack consciousness, The other big failure for me, like when you're working for a corporation or something like that, and they want you to join, what is it, the 401k or the whatever it is, and they have to take a certain amount of money out of your check. Well, I didn't want them to take no money out of my check, so I didn't join the thing. So there goes the retirement or the whatever it is. Yep, that was a colossal failure for me. But it's a function of lack consciousness that we function so much on. We focus so much on lack until we think that what we have is all that we'll get. That is a function of lack. When you think that all that you have is all that you will get, then you won't use what you have appropriately. And that could lead to great failure. All right. My biggest failure is, that means it's still active, people pleasing. But do you please them? I think the failure would be in doing everything you can to make them happy and they still ain't happy. That's the failure, okay, for me. Not forgiving family members, okay? We're going to talk about that today. Not standing in my power, okay? Not investing years ago, that's number 5. That's number 5. Listen, somebody gave me the opportunity to invest in Apple and Microsoft. But again, when you grow up in lack, you grow up with a lack consciousness. I didn't know nothing about investing. The only thing I knew was I have this money. You want me to get it up, put it over there, and I'm not going to have it. I ain't doing that. All right? Overspending. I never overspend. When I spend just enough, even if I don't have it to spend. But I never overspend. I always get exactly what I want. My biggest failure was not believing in myself. Oh, I can't get on that step with you, but I know that's a big one for many people. Not marrying my high school sweetheart. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Not saving and investing. I'm on that step with you. Cultivating connections with emotional vampires just out of loneliness. Wow, that's deep. Retail therapy is not so good times. Okay. That was a failure. Yeah. Okay. Another failure I think I had was not filing bankruptcy sooner. I didn't have credit card debt. I had a tax debt, and I was working to pay it. And yeah, I think had I done it sooner, I would have got some benefits that I didn't get when I filed it. People are freaked out about filing bankruptcy, but I filed it to take advantage of the laws at the time because I had a massive tax debt that came as a result of my daughter's death. So yeah, that was a failure. Okay, number 6. I got 6. How many you got? Question for me to consider. Okay, my biggest failure. Yeah, 2002. That's what the corporations do all the time. Okay, I didn't do it to try to get out of anything. I did it because there was no way I could pay what I owe. No way I could pay what I owe. But that's what I had to do. Thinking I was in love so young, but found that I needed to grow more. Yeah, how about that one? I think I wouldn't call it a failure. I wouldn't call it a failure. Yes, I would. I think becoming sexually active at a very young age, I think that was a failure. Because then I had to catch up and learn what sexual intimacy meant. Because at 25, it didn't mean what it meant at 16 or 15. Okay. So that was a failure on my part. Don't get caught up in the story. No excuses. Doesn't matter why you did it, how you did it. Did you fail? Can you chalk it up as a failure in your life? We want to count the successes. Come on, suit up this morning. Suit up this morning. Okay? Yeah. What does that say? I can't even read that. It said something about the vagina. Can't read it out loud. Suit up this morning. What is your biggest colossal failure? And then I'm going to tell you something good about failure. I got something good for you this morning. I got two incredible guests for you this morning, two divine opportunities for you this morning. So get your pencil and your paper. We're going to do another 30 seconds. Come on, come on, come on. What has your failure been? How have you failed? How did you shoot yourself in the foot and then hobble off in a pair of high heel shoes? It's one thing to shoot yourself in the foot, but to shoot yourself in the foot, act like it ain't there, and then put some heels on, that's a problem, okay? Not letting my mind be heard in dire times and not using my voice. Yeah, that's a big failure. I don't have that one. I talk all the time. I think it's what saved my life. Failure, yeah, not using my voice, not standing up for myself. All of those we can consider failures when we look and see what the consequence of not doing those things are, okay? So that's what we're talking about today, not setting boundaries. Huge, huge failure, okay? Oh my God. This is my sixth one. Is it 6 or 7? Y'all keep count because I know y'all want to know what my failures are. Not following my intuition. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. I cannot tell you how many times I have got my spiritual behind beat in the public for not following my intuition. Oh my God. I can't tell you. I don't do that no more. The cost is too great for me. The cost is too great for me. Following my intuition. Yep. That's so. What do I have now? 7. I got 7. Not listening to my energy when it said, okay. Yeah. Okay. I think that we all have. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So now that didn't kill you, right? That didn't kill you. We always want to talk about the good stuff, the big stuff, the grand stuff, and I did this and I learned that and boom, boom, boom. But sometimes you have to look at your failures. Now, here's the juicy special sauce. The only way you can fail is when you make an effort. Is when you make an effort. Celebrate yourself for making the effort or for learning the lesson. Learning the lesson, all right? And then you realize it wasn't a failure. It was a stepping stone. Yes, 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 yes. Well, thank you for being so honest. And now your left nostril won't be closed up and congested for the next 10 days. So let's breathe. Come on, breathe. Good, come on, breathe. Yes, settle in, settle in, settle in. And just let that settle in your body. See how that feels. Yeah. Just being fully present with yourself. Come on, breathe in. Take this time, this day, this moment just for you. Forget everybody else. Let's win with some self-care. Take the breath in. Let's do a quick body scan, okay? Let's just do a quick body scan. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just bring your awareness and your attention down to your feet. Notice your feet. Say, happy Saturday, feet. Did you speak to your feet this morning? No? Take a breath. Bring it up to your ankles. Say, happy Saturday, ankles. How you doing? Yeah, breathe in. Now, from your knee to your calf, just let your mind wander from your knee to your calf. Hopefully you have one. If you don't, just take a breath. Both legs, knee to calf, knee to ankle. How are you today? Good. Now, from the knee to the hip joint, take a breath. Just let your mind wander through your thighs, through your hips, down to the knee. Happy Saturday, thighs. Yeah. Come on around to your buttocks. Come on around to your buttocks. Most of us don't speak to our butt. Okay. We speak to other kind of asses, but not our own. Take a breath. Yeah. Good morning, buttocks. Thank you for holding me. Thank you for securing me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being there. Yeah, just talking to not the organ alone, but also to the cells, to the tissues, to the molecules, to the flesh, to the nerves and the nerve endings. Come on around to the pelvis, to the pelvic area, from the back to the front. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say good morning to your pelvic area. If you got an a womb, if you have testicles, whatever, say hello to those things. Have you said hi to them lately? Say good morning, happy Saturday, wherever you are. Breathe. Come on up across the belly. Yeah, no, even if it done lapped across your belt. Yeah, give it a nice little rub. When was the last time you just gave yourself a belly rub? Yeah. Just say good morning. Oh, for holding all of my digestive organs and my colon and my intestines and my stomach. Oh, thank you so much. Happy Saturday, belly. Come on around to your back. Come on around to your back. Come straight up your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Just think about it. Smile about it. You've got a spine. You can move. Yeah. Say happy Saturday. Yeah. To your shoulder blades. When was the last time you actually greeted your shoulder blades and said something nice to them? Come on. Breathe it up. Now your shoulders. Say hi to your shoulders. Yeah, bring one up, other up, bring them up, bring them up, bring them up. Yeah, come on down your shoulders to your upper arm, down to your elbow. Good morning, upper arms. Hi, elbows. Come on, bend those elbows. Come on down the elbows, down into your forearm, down to your wrist. Oh my goodness. All of these things that we use all the time and ignore and deny. What about your hands and your fingers? Just think about them. Think about them. Breathe. Yeah. Hi, fingers. How you doing? Good. Yeah. Come on back up. Come back up your chest, your ribs, your breast, your upper chest. Just think about it. Breathe. Happy Saturday, chest, breast, rib cage. Come on up to your neck, your front and the back of your neck. That keeps your head, gives your head someplace to be, gives you a different view and perspective as you use it and you move it. Good morning, happy Saturday, neck. Come on up into your face, your face, your face. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, your forehead. Could you touch it? What about your cheekbones? Can you touch them? What about your jawline? Can you touch it? And those luscious lips, and your nose, and your eyes. Just say good morning. Make contact. What about your ears? Yeah. When was the last time you made total and complete contact with you? With you. Oh, you reach out to touch somebody, but what about you? Take a breath and simply say, happy Saturday, me. I'm glad to be with you today. Yeah. Breathe and just see how that feels. Scan your body. Be in touch with yourself. Does that feel good? Yeah. And if you had a prayer for yourself today, what would it be? And I'm focusing here because this is the Independence Weekend. And while we want to be interdependent on one another, we also want to spend some time with ourselves. Independence. If I had a prayer for myself, I would say, blessed be Miss Iyanla. Blessed be. Blessed be your life. Blessed be your mind. Blessed be your heart. Blessed be every effort you make to take care of yourself. Blessed be. Take a breath. Now I'm going to say Iyanla. You say your name, okay? Blessed be Miss Iyanla. I am so grateful for you. I am so grateful for every effort you make to improve yourself, the world around you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for your kind heartedness. I'm so grateful for your willingness to do good and to be wrong and correct. I'm so grateful. Breathe. Blessed be Missy Amla. You say your name. Blessed be for the way that you have supported and encouraged others, no matter how small or how large, no matter how long ago or how frequently, you matter and you matter to others. Breathe. Blessed be Missy Hamla. Blessed be for just anchoring the presence of God's source creator on the planet in a unique way. Blessed be. Breathe. And yeah, let's do another face stroke. Because nobody can do you like you. Everybody else is taken. So why not just be you? Just be you. Just as you are. Not judging yourself, criticizing yourself, just holding yourself sacred. Now, cross your arms and give your arms a deep rub down. Yeah. Your left hand on your right arm, your right hand on your left arm. Just rub gently. Let you know you appreciate you. Let you know that you honor you. Let you know that you are there for you. Do you know who got you through it all? Come on. Do you know who never left you? You. Come on. Just give thanks. Breathe. Hold. Relax. Yeah. Good. How does that feel? Oh my goodness, we spend so much time reaching out. Well, today we want to reach in. Yeah? Good, 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 good. Oh, I'm so glad that you are here today. I have so much I want to share, but I really wanted to take the time to do this. You know, at my experience in life, I won't say my age. I say within my experience in life, I've had to really get clear and become more focused and attentive to my body and my health, or the health of my body. I don't have health issues, but the health of my body. And one of the reasons is because I realized I was so busy. Tell me if this is true for you. You work, you run, you go to the doctor if you have to. But like I said a few weeks ago, we don't have a healthcare system in this country. We have a disease care system, because the only time they pay attention to you is if you got disease. Imagine that. You have something wrong with you, you got to go to the doctor every 10 days, every 2 weeks. You well, they want to see you every 6 months or once a year. What kind of craziness is that? Okay. We have a disease care system. That's what they want to care for. So I said, then it's our responsibility to make sure that we care for our health. And then June is mental health month, or May was mental health month. And so many of us are really taking a different look at mental health. So I want to have a brief conversation that I want to share with you this morning with the brother who has helped me for the past 35 years in maintaining this fabulous glow that I have. And looking good and feeling good at 70 with my teeth in, and I can, I only wear readers. I don't wear glasses. I don't have none of those other things, but I wanted to share with you. And this brother's name is Dr. Akmal Muwakil. And the thing that Akmal taught me many, many years ago, and I always check in with him, is what our body does every season. Because every season, the body requires something different. The body needs something different, and the body does something different. Did you know that? Did you know that there's foods you should eat in the summer and don't eat them in the winter? Food you eat in the winter, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And the organs that are involved. Let me tell you why I'm saying this. Because we are heading into some tumultuous times with all of the wahala and the hoopty-la that's going on in the world. And a lot of us are feeling a lot of stress, a lot of disconnection, a lot of, I don't know what we feel. And I know what I feel, and it's making me crazy. So I really wanted to have Dr. Muwakil, my brother Akmal, come and talk to us about the body and the summer. He is going to be teaching a class on IVTV. Are you subscribed to IVTV? If you're not subscribed to IVTV, you're missing a lot. Okay. But he's going to be doing a class on IVTV to teach us about the body and the seasons, the diseases we got to look out for, and the things we have to eat. So I wanted to bring him in today. I know he's up at the African Street Festival in New York, the International Arts Festival, but he took time. Akmal, can you hear me?
I can. How's your gorgeousness today?
My gorgeousness is shining with brilliance.
That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely.
How's the festival going?
Listen, they jumping off now. I had to find a quiet space, which is my truck, in order so that I can hear and see you and the people that are on with us. And I say to them, how is your blessing coming for you today?
Yes. Akmal, this thing, we talked about it the other day. I just wanted to bring it to the larger community about summer and what the body is doing and the organs involved. So what organs are most profoundly involved in our summer eating and health ritual? What are the organs?
Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit back to spring and bring us to summer. Okay. So in traditional Chinese medicine, I'm a licensed acupuncturist and a whole bunch of other stuff. But in traditional Chinese medicine, each season, a set of organs are at their peak. What that means is that that's the season and the time to work on those particular organs within that season. So in the season of spring, we have the liver and the gallbladder. In the summer, we have the heart, the small intestines, the sangjiao. Now, the sangjiao is also called the three burning spaces, which is your pelvis, your abdomen, and your chest. And then we have the pericardium. The pericardium is what encloses the heart and allows the protection for the heart. Those are the organs of this season. However, they're supported, the heart, sangjiao, pericardium, and small intestines are supported by the liver, the gallbladder, the kidneys, and the bladder. The kidneys and the bladder are winter organs. So all of those are working. What we want to do is we want to make sure that the arrhythmia and your circadian rhythm is function, and the circadian rhythm is what allows the earth to keep turning. And so that vibration is in your body. Just like it's hot here now in New York, well, it's hot in your body can come the same way in terms of a fever. You ladies know about when she decides to pause. Okay, when you have inflammation, that's the heat like we have in the summer. That heat can come from your liver, or it can come from the fire organs, which are your heart, your small intestines, your sangjiao, and your pericardium.
Listen. So what are some of the things? And again, Dr. Akmal is going to be teaching this in a class on IVTV. So if you have not subscribed to IVTV, an hour a week, we have many classes on IVTV, but he's going to be on an hour a week. We got to get our health together, and we can't wait till the fall because the fall, the energy of the
Right.
universe, of the world, is going to be so fired up with the wonderfulness of who's going to be the next leader and all of that. And if we're not in shape, it's going to be a hot mess. And that's why I'm bringing this to you. What should we stay away from eating now? Because people are going out to the amusement park and the picnics and the boo da ba da boo. What do we want to either stay away from or eat minimally in the summer months?
So the first thing that I would say is get rid of that processed food. That's the first thing, because that processed food is that processed food. Okay, so you want to stay away from canned, prepackaged. You want to stay away from foods that have been prepackaged and frozen, unless, of course, they've not been cooked before they got frozen. You want to stay away from, a lot of people eat meat, and that's all right. But you want to make sure that the meat that you're eating comes from a good source that is not tainted. And you don't want to, during this season, you don't want to eat a lot of meat because of the fact that it can increase decay rapidly within your body. The foods you want to stay with are many green vegetables, not canned, not prepackaged. You got to cook them. The green vegetables, kale, broccoli, spinach, cauliflower, all of those kinds of things, and especially the cruciferous vegetables, cabbage, cauliflowers, kale. Okay, those are foods you want to continue to eat. Now, let me say this to you: if you have hypothyroidism, you want to eat them minimally, because what they'll do is they'll block thyroxine, which is what your thyroid needs. So you want to eat them.
What is hypothermoglobuline? What is that? People don't even know what they got.
So hypothyroidism, that's when you're eating and you can be eating right, and you find yourself gaining weight, actually waste, and you feel sluggish, and no matter what you do, you just have this sluggishness with you. Your hair starts to fall out. Okay, and you like, why is my hair falling out? That kind of thing. In some cases, you could sit at the light and go to sleep, narcolepsy. Because there's some people that'll sit right at the light and they're gone. So that's what hypothyroidism does to you. Okay. And so those vegetables block thyroxine, which is the hormone, okay, that balances the thyroid. Also, you want to eat as much wet foods as possible because of the heat.
Kind of
watermelon.
Okay.
Wet.
Cantaloupe.
Right. Cantaloupe. Peaches. The stone fruits are in season now. Get them stone fruits now, because what those stone fruits are going to do is they're going to make sure that you're moving stuff through your system. They're full of fiber. You're talking about peaches and plums, cherries. If you got Arthur, and Arthur don't pay no rent, don't buy no food, don't put no gas in the car, but Arthur's always around. Well, if you got Arthur going on, get some cherries and get some tart black cherries and start eating them. That's going to help to get rid of that inflammation.
Okay, wait a minute, because I know you just want to keep on going. I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about inflammation, and I want to talk about the big bellies. I have seen so many men with big bellies. Please tell me that is not in their colon. Is that what that is?
It is. Yeah. They full of that S with an H and an I to it.
How does that happen? How does
what that means?
Moving their body.
What happens is this: your food is supposed to go in and come out, and the byproducts of it come out within 8 to 24 hours. What happens is that because most of us in this country have digestive issues, what happens is that we'll eat foods out of season, out of combination. We'll drink and eat at the same time. We'll eat and argue at the same time. we eat and be pissed off about something at the same time. That stops digestion. When that stops digestion, what happens is that the small intestines, which is your belly. Now, if when you go to the doctor and the doctor,
don't go there. Go ahead, tell us about the big belly. I know
so
where you
so
go. Don't go.
so what happens is that the small intestines isn't able to extract the nutrients from the foods that you eat and send the nutrients through the blood so that it can radiate through the body. What happens is that food gets stuck in your belly, and it causes you to start to have inflammation, and it changes the bacteria in the gut. You should have healthy bacteria in your gut at all times. Did you realize that your gut has to do with the activity of your brain? So Alzheimer's and forgetfulness and all of those kinds of things can come because of the fact that your abdomen is distended, belly out. And so that means that you need to go sit on the toilet and get rid of that. Now, the way that you should do that is to be able.
Don't tell
okay.
him. Let him come to the class.
Okay. All right. I'll let him take the class. So the thing happens is that you're a chemist. Remember this. You're a chemist, and your body is a chemistry factory. And so when you put those chemistries in there, if they're not right, that's going to cause you to have gas. You're going to be farting, and your bowel's going to be held up, and what else is going to happen is the fact that it can affect your eyes, your liver, okay? And when it affects your liver, that affects your blood. And when that affects your blood, what now happens is that now you can have a bad attitude. And so with that bad attitude, that's going to cause inflammation in the body that your doctor's going to give you some pills for, that's going to irritate the liver again, which now stops bile. Okay, B-I-L-E, bile. What bile does is bile is secreted from the liver into the gallbladder, into the small intestines, which is your belly, so that it can begin to break down fats, which are lipids, and now you want to break down sugars and starches. But when all of that stuff gets there, it starts fumigating. And so with the belly, you also need to make sure that you're flushing yourself. You got to drink water. That Gatorade and them drinks that got energy drinks and all of those kinds of things, that's what's causing you to have a lack of lactobacillia in your gut, so that it can break down your food, so that what will drop into your blood will be nutrients and not waste. There's a term for that they're using nowadays called.
You going all over the place here. Let's just drive. This man is chock full of information, and while it may sound like a lot, what he's going to do for us is break this thing down into bite-sized pieces so that we can get through the summer because I'm concerned about the universal influx on us, that we can get through the summer and get through the fall, taking better care of our body. Dr. Akmal, you got to promise me when you do the class, you want to talk about inflammation, because that
Absolutely.
is so difficult for women. Women, we don't even
no question
have it. And what he's saying is we've got to give up a lot of these processed foods. I know some of these drive-thrus are really quick and easy. My grandmother lived to 106 years old. She never ate in a restaurant, not one time in her whole life. She had all of her teeth.
Praise the Lord.
Wear eyeglasses at 106. Okay. So, Dr. Akmal, I know you're in New York. Dr. Akmal's class begins on Monday, July. I can't remember what the date is. I'll put it up. Just hold on IVTV. We have a subscription platform now because we can't put everything out on these airwaves. A subscription platform, IVTV. He's doing health, wellness, and healing, to talk to us about how to become consciously aware of what we're doing in our body. IVTV is $25 a month, $250 for the year. Plus, you get your IVTV Hogwarts notebook so that you can take notes from all of our classes. Okay. But this thing is so important because if we don't control anything else, we can control our mouths and we can control our bodies. Dr. Akmal, I'll give them your website. He's an acupuncturist. He's a Chinese herbalist. He is a qigong master. He is a he's the shit. I said that on social media. And like I said, you see this 70? Look at that. Akmal, tell him how old you are.
I'm 75 and I don't have no aches, no pains. Blood pressure good, no diabetes, none of that, and my mind's still working. Now
Okay.
I'm missing a few teeth, but I'm good.
70. You could run for president. You could join the others.
You're right. Vote for me and I'll set you free. Rap on, brother, rap on.
75 years old. You hear that mind, how it's working, how it's eating. Now, I will say, if I cook him a piece of salmon, he will eat it. Okay. Yeah. But he will not touch the macaroni and cheese.
And I grew up on it. And I grew up on that.
Right? Okay, you have fun. Give my best to everybody at the festival.
Be well, enjoy your life as you peacefully walk in health.
Yes. Bye-bye. Yeah. Listen, it is so important. I'm telling you, I see what's going on in the world. I see how they're pumping us up with thoughts of lack and limitation. You know what? Somebody was complaining the other day. Oh, everything is so high. Everything. Listen, I used to be able to go to the store with a quarter and get a soda, a bag of potato chips, and a comic book. Okay, that tells you how old I am with 25 cents. You can't do nothing with 25 cents today. But I'm not sitting around complaining that the soda is more expensive now. Everything is going up. Everything is going up. But listen to me, babies. They are pumping us so full of fear. And everything that we hear in the world is triggering up stuff that we're already holding on to. So many of us have grown up in fear and lack and desperation and destitution. And we hold on to those thoughts and those stories, and it is destroying our lives. And that's why my next guest today on GCC, you know, I never have guests on GCC. It's usually just us. But I thought this was so important. Our next guest is also a facilitator on IVTV, and her class in radical forgiveness, okay? Not just everyday ordinary forgiveness that you get at the Target or the supermarket. I'm talking radical forgiveness. Her class in radical forgiveness is starting next Friday. Her name is Kim Kennedy. I talked about her on my Instagram the other day. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you, Ia. Thank you so much.
I am so excited because I can't do it all. I can't teach everything. I can't do everything. And I know you are the master when it comes to radical forgiveness because you studied with the master, Colin Tippin, before he made his transition. Talk to me, Kim, talk to us because I know people know it, but I want them to hear it from a master. The importance of forgiveness in general. Talk about the importance of that.
Well, it goes right along with what the doctor was saying. It's all about our health and our mental stability. We need to forgive so that we can rid ourselves of the emotional traumas from our past and move through life peacefully and in joy and happiness. We all need to. Question is, why don't we?
That's the question. Why don't we, Kim?
People think that if they forgive somebody, then it's like they're, it's like they're giving in.
What happened was okay.
saying what happened was okay, exactly, condoning it, and that kind of thing. But what they don't know is that truthfully, we brought that situation to us
Oh,
on a soul level. On a soul level, we asked for those experiences because there's something that we are to get out of it. You know,
well,
if you ask,
we don't want to hear that. We
no,
want to rather be victims. And that's exactly what we've become in this world. We are victims to the craziness that is going on, which is why I know that at this point in time, forgiveness, it's like if you're going to give up processed foods, you got to give up being pissed off at your granddaddy.
yes.
If
Yes.
you're going to start eating some better vegetables, then you got to get some more sweetness in your heart. Now, Kim, you teach radical forgiveness. That's
Yes.
what we're offering on IBTV, radical forgiveness. What is the distinction between, I wrote a whole book on forgiveness, but it wasn't radical. Okay. What is the distinction between forgiveness as
traditional
and
forgiveness?
radical forgiveness? What's the distinction?
Traditional forgiveness says, I'm spiritual now, so I'm going to forgive you, but I don't really know how, but I'm going to forgive you. You done me wrong, so I'm going to let water run under the bridge. And you done me wrong, and I'm going to let bygones be bygones. But you did do me wrong. Every time we say somebody did us wrong, we're pointing to them with blame and shame. And we're trying to have two energies occupy the same space. We're trying to have forgiveness occupy the same space as blame. And it can't happen. One is going to win. And the one that usually wins is the blame, because the world is so supportive of blame and shame. Oh my God. I know you see it. It's going rampant right now with this, it is insane to me.
We won't call it by name. We won't.
Yeah.
Wonderfulness that's being demonstrated. And unfortunately, we think it's about them and don't realize it's about us.
It's all about us. Exactly. So the blame wins, and we think that we are doing the right thing, getting mad at people. We just think that's the right thing to do. But the honest truth is, what we want radical forgiveness to come in and do is shift our energy by shifting our perception. When we shift our perception, it shifts the energy in our bodies, and then we can stop attracting situations like that. Because the more our energy is about negativity and blame and shame, the more we're going to attract reasons to have that energy, to keep that energy. We're going to have more people causing us to lose our peace, to destroy our peace. So,
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
So the truth is, everything happens for our spiritual growth. Everything. I'm sure that we've all had that time where something happened. Maybe we lost a job, or a man walked out or something, and we were devastated. But then we look back sometime later and we say, wow, that was the best thing that could ever happen. Well, truthfully, everything happens for our spiritual growth, no matter how awful it seems. There is a reason that Spirit put us in that situation. And we don't know what it is sometimes. Sometimes we'll never know, because sometimes we're healing wounds from childhood. We're healing wounds from infancy. Our mother left us in the crib, went down the street to help somebody with an emergency. We don't know what's going on. She knows we're safe. We don't know we're safe. We feel abandoned. And that energy starts in our body. And then fast forward, we're in kindergarten and our mother forgets to pick us up on time. And that energy of abandonment doubles up. So all of these things that happen to us when we end up with a husband who wants to play golf every weekend, and we're, down on our knees saying, don't leave me, we think it's him, but it goes back to childhood. So we have energy that we need to clear out of our systems. And that's what radical forgiveness will do. Radical forgiveness is designed to clear the energy, change your perception.
Wow. I was talking, I did Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do a live IG. And yesterday, I did a live IG on BS, on your belief system. And I said, one of the reasons that we don't have what we want in our life is because we have a belief system that's holding it in place. And most of us believe that we are right about what we tell ourselves about what happened and why it happened. And I know the only way to clear that is forgiveness. How many weeks is your class, Kim?
6 weeks.
6 weeks on IVTV. Understand the distinction is forgiveness is a mental and emotional process that we may not understand, but we will do. Radical forgiveness is a process that not only allows you to forgive, but also shifts the energy in your body.
It literally does.
One of the reasons I thought this was so important, because as I go through like some of my social media things, everybody's calling everybody else a narcissist. Oh, my mother's a narcissist. My husband's a narcissist.
Yeah.
You know what? If you even have that concept of somebody, and if you have that experience of somebody, there's something you need to forgive. I wouldn't know what a narcissist was if it bit me on the booty. I really wouldn't. I know there are people that vibe with me and people who don't. And if you don't vibe with me, I ain't messing with you. But I don't have to name you nothing. I'm not a psychiatrist. Okay. So anyway, everybody, radical forgiveness. 6 weeks.
We're going to break it down.
Kennedy, Master Kim Kennedy on IVTV. It's a subscription. It's $25 a month. You can come for 1 month, do her 6 weeks, and go to hell on about your business. Or you can stay with me for Transformational Tuesdays, Coach Robert Pruitt for the Heart Matters, our resident shaman, Reverend Anthony Farmer with Enlightened Heart. We have Dr. Ivy Hilton does a sound spa every Wednesday, free. If you go out in the world to do a sound spa, you got to pay. IVTV subscription is right there, $25 a month. You don't have to put on no bra. You can even keep your teeth in the car. Well, it's coming on next. She starts next Friday. I'll give you the date. Somebody put it in the thread here. I'm going to go through all of the programs in a minute, but I wanted you to hear from Kim so you know it's not just me. I'm not going to try to give you all everything and do everything and all of that. I'm not doing that. Okay. Programs don't start until 8:30 in the evening, 8:30 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. So you have time to get home from work, and you on the darn devices anyway. So just come over to IVTV and stop telling me, we miss you on TV. We miss you on TV. I'm on TV every darn week. Okay. Thank you, Kim. Looking so forward. Thank you so much.
Deep bow. My pleasure. My pleasure. Looking forward to it.
This, for bringing it to us. Radical forgiveness, the process. 6 weeks on IVTV with Kim Kennedy. Health, wellness, and healing with Dr. Akmal Muwakil. Let me go here. Let me tell you. I wanted to tell you all everything that's coming up on IVTV, okay? So that because I can't remember. I can't remember what it is. First of all, my family reunion, August 4th, 1st through the 4th in Lansdowne, Virginia. So here what we did. Here what happened. A lot of people didn't want to stay because I knew it was a big ticket item. So you can buy a day pass. You can now buy a day pass. You can come to all the activities in the day, go home and sleep in your own bed or sleep in your car on the side of the road or whatever you want to do. Much a lower ticket price. The family reunion, we're going to have a 3-legged race. We're going to have a limbo contest. We're going to have everybody, all of the family, GCC family. I want to meet you. Swits, Rites of Passage, Sanctuarians, Abundance Nation, Wonder Women, coaches, ministers, Bridge Program. Come to the family reunion where we've been here on this platform for 4 years almost, and we've never seen each other. So that's the family reunion coming up August 1st. Day passes are now available. You can go to the site. You can buy a day pass. You won't get your meals, but you can come. And there's a restaurant at the location. So you can come to the family reunion, participate in everything. We're getting ready to secure our guests. I don't want to announce them because I don't know, but it's going to be off the chain. Not just me, not just all of the IVTV presenters, not just the Innovisions faculty, but we got some outside folk coming in too. August 1st through the 4th in Lansdowne, Virginia, the family reunion. If you are a member of the GCC family, SWIT family, if you're and you have a product or you have a service, we're going to have vendors. So if you want to be a vendor, if you want to sell your wares, let us know, and you can contact us at, somebody's going to put the link up. Just go to the family reunion. You can be a vendor. We're going to have a marketplace. I know a lot of you sew, a lot of you make things. I want to do our family before we reach out into the world, okay? If you are a GCC member, if you are a SWIT, if you are an ROP graduate, if you're Abundance Nation, come on, sell your goods, sell your wear. Put yourself out there on the pole with us. Bring your pole with you, okay? All right. Yeah. So the event only commuter rate is, I think it's $720 for the 3 days. We got something happening Friday night. We're going to have a DJ, all of that. So the family reunion, you can go over there and take a look at that. IVTV. All right. Stop telling me you miss me on television. I'm on television every week. But now I realize you just didn't know that. I knew it, but you didn't know it. We have some of the most incredible presenters on IVTV, and it is a subscription service. And like I said, $25 a month. $25 a month. That's 5 days worth of Starbucks. But we have programs every single night, teaching, sharing, educating, growing, giving you the opportunity to be in charge of you, have dominion in your life. So you can subscribe. Right now, we're finishing up a 23-day program. Every day I pray, deepening in silence, connecting to love. We've been doing it every single day for 20 days at 6:30 in the morning. If you missed it, baby, but I think I'm going to have it available as a recording. Powerful. Anybody who's in Every Day I Pray, put it in the chat what it's done for you. That's what it is, practicing the silence, connecting to love. That's what we're doing right now. We finish up on Tuesday. Tuesday is our 23rd day. All right, imagine you didn't even know about it. Personal development program begins in October. If you're awakening as part of our Awakening 1 Million initiative, if you're really ready to do the work, this is not a one-time hit. This is not a drive-by. This is not a booty call. This is a get in, do the work, get your life in order. It's a year-long program online. It's been my life's work for the past, since 1997. And it's the legacy of my daughter, Jamia, because Jamia spent the last 12 years of her life building this program. And until I take my last breath, it will be an offering to the world. Personal development, if you want really ready to do the long-term work. Man Cave Book Club is going on. They're in the middle of Love Without Conditions by Paul Farini. If you've got a husband, a son, a boyfriend, your neighbor, the cab driver, your Uber driver, your Instacart driver, if he's a man, have him come into the cave, work with other brothers, bringing themselves into healing and wholeness. This is all going on. And everybody's saying, we miss you. We can't see you. Listen, I don't know where y'all been. I've been working. Okay. Spiritual life coaching. The prerequisites to get into the actual coaching program, which begins in August, I believe. But June 30th is gone. July 7th, that's tomorrow. Commit to Thrive. July 14th is Inner Mastery. And the other one, I can't remember what the other one, I think whose am I? I can't see because I'm in the way. Let me see if I can get myself out the way. Anyway, go to IVISD self-coaching. Learn how to coach yourself. And if you are a coach, go learn some tools that you can use with your clients, okay? Because between myself and Robert, you've got about 45 years worth of coaching experience. The R Spot Live is my podcast. And in September, we're doing a 1-day online workshop, the R Spot Intensive. That's coming up in September. I'll tell you more about that in the days to come. All right, let me get back to where am I? What am I doing? How do I fix this? I don't know. How do I make myself? Oh, I know how to do that. So, the what is it called? IVTV Monday nights. We have somebody tell me what's on Monday nights, because I don't have a schedule. Anyway, go to IVTV. Go to iyanla.com. You can find out information about all of this stuff. But I really want to encourage you to get on IVTV, because we are what? Why is Roland Wayne chasing? Okay, Mr. Wayne, you are not behaving yourself, and you getting ready to get booted out my life forever. Don't be on here chasing down no women. Is he a nice man? He done gone after Joyce Jones and Mary Moore. He's something. Don't mess with him. Don't mess with him. Something wrong with him. What you on here doing? Are you stupid? Do you know who I am? And you would come on here acting like that with the women on here? You must be out of. You must be snorting socks. You ain't even smoking happy flowers. What is the matter with you, Roland Wayne? Get out of my place. What is wrong with you? And y'all don't pay him no mind. Something wrong with him. All right. He don't know who I am. Because not only will I call you out, I will block you and your brother. Okay. Here we go. 8:30 on Wednesday, 7:30, Sound Spa with Dr. Doc. I'm still upset with Roland Wayne. Come on here, messing with the women. Where the brothers? Where the men? Get him out of here. Something must be wrong with him. Okay, Friday, Radical Forgiveness with Kim Kennedy at 8 o'clock. Monday, 7 o'clock, Health, Wealth, and Healing, or whatever it's called, with Dr. Akmal Muwakil. I know Thursday, 8:30, is Southern Intuition with Free Kinlow, where she uses her incredible intuitive gifts to read you. Sunday, 7 o'clock, The Enlightened Heart with Dr. Anthony Farmer. Planning with the Planets, I know that's Monday with Reverend LaTanya Taylor. Lots of good stuff going on. You can sign up for IVTV at, put the link in the thingy hoozy for me. Oh, here it is. Let me do it. And we give gifts. We'll give you presents if you sign up. Okay, I can't do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still very distraught with this man come on here being nasty, being with the women. What is wrong with you? I can't. And where the men? Y'all need to boot his butt up out of here. Chase his ass down all across social media. All across social media. Roland Wayne. How dare you? Anywho, that's my Brooklyn side. Come up in here stalking women. All right. Anyway, don't be afraid of your failures, babies. Forgive yourself and move on. And if there's anybody else you have to forgive, remember that body, you're holding that energy in your body. And sometimes we have energy in our body that craves certain things, and it'll make us eat wrong. We got to eat right. We have to be in charge of our health and our wellness. They're not going to do it for us anymore. They're not. And I'm really concerned about what's going to happen in this government and what's going to happen to our healthcare system, what's going to happen to our elder care system. We already jacked up, but let's not start behind the 8 ball. Let's start now with a pretty solid body. And I don't mean to talk. I wonder if Roland Wayne got a pot belly. He looks like the type that eats processed foods and has an impacted colon. I love you, Roland. But you messed up. You can't come up in here doing that. I'm sorry. All right. And I still love you. His hair is on fire. And I still love him. I don't have nothing bad to say about you. All right. Iyanla.com. Iyanla.com. You'll find all of the links. IVISD.org for coaching, for personal development, for ministry, for the Bridge program. IVISD.org. IVTV is Fireside. That's on the board right now. Okay. And again, I just want us to be ready, because this what we looking at ain't no joke. All right. And dare I say, vote. Okay. I ain't even telling you who to vote for, but I think you better vote for your highest and greatest good. Ask the Holy Spirit to guide you. Forget party, forget candidate. Ask the Holy Spirit, where am I going to find my highest and greatest good in this election? We cannot afford to sit this one out. You really, really can't. Okay. I love you. 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 Yes. Yeah, it may not be spiritual, but it's very protective. He can't come over here doing. He had about 5 women he was writing and had the same message to all of them. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to them and disrespectful to me. What was Mary supposed to think when she saw you send the same message to Karen? What was she supposed to think? Stop it with yourself. Roland, is your colon impacted? Sign up for IVTV. Go to Dr. Alpha. Oh, okay. I love you. Have a great week. Get home safe if you travel for the holiday. And I'll see you again real, real soon. Okay? Bye.